Hey guys, welcome back to Karting with Chris. Today's video is going to be the Rental League final race here at Lone Star Kartpark. Now, if you haven't seen my pre-final race, I would ask you, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to watch these things in order, but if you haven't watched it, just click somewhere on screen right now and watch it. Now, for those of you who have seen my pre-final race, just a quick refresher, I started in 6th, dropped down to somewhere around 11th, and worked my way up to 4th, and that's where I'm starting this race at. So the strategy for this race, starting in 4th place, we're on the outside, so for the first couple of corners, we're not going to have the inside, so we might lose a couple positions. So I'm going to try and hold it around the outside. Some of these corners are quite wide, so that is possible. And just try and keep it clean at the start, because we all know that rental racing can get quite dirty quite quickly, especially at the beginning of the race. Okay, so we're rounding out the last couple of corners of this formation lap here. I'm going to get right behind cart number 12. Jackson is our friend in cart number 18. He's starting on pole. He's telling cart 12 to kind of, give him some space. I kind of agree with Jackson here. I don't know why cart 12 is doing this. I guess he doesn't want Jackson to get too good of a start, but flagman waves green. We're good to go, and it didn't matter. Jackson got a pretty good start. We're still stuck behind cart number 12. Like I said, we're going to try and hold it around the outside, and we managed to hold it around the outside. Going through the first corner, we're going to go defensive. We don't want anyone sending it up on us, and we are able to hold 4th position. Going through this left-hander right here, we try making a move on number 12. He holds it around the outside, wasn't able to get the job done, but we didn't lose any positions there. Still in 4th place. So going through this right-hander, I'm kind of pushing cart 12, so I'm kind of noticing my cart's a little better than him. So going through this left-hander right here, I'm going to send it up the inside. And it was a bit of a late move, and he kind of turned it on me, so I do apologize for that. But we are up into 3rd place now. The gap to 1st and 2nd is a little big, but we just got to put our heads down, hope they start fighting, and try and catch up to them. So overall, not a bad first lap. Starting 4th, we're up into 3rd place now. Up ahead, we can see that cart number 6 is going to look for the move on Jackson. I don't think Jackson got a pretty good cart for this race, because I think he was a little off pace. So you can see he's going defensive through some of these corners, because if he doesn't, he's just going to get passed. So this has allowed me to catch up to cart 6 and Jackson, and now it's a fight for the podium position. So now I'm back in this race. So going through this left-hander right here, cart number 6 is going to look for the move on Jackson. I'm going to try and follow him, but I just wasn't close enough to him to really finalize the move, and Jackson's able to hold me off and maintain 2nd place. So I want to get around Jackson as fast as possible. Like I said, it's unfortunate that he has a bad cart, because he is a pretty good driver. We can see how far cart 6 is pulling away from us, so I want to get around Jackson as fast as possible. Going through this left-hander right here, send it up the inside. We're up into 2nd place, and then through this left-hander right here, I'm going to go defensive. I don't want anyone doing an instant reply on me, because I want to focus on number 6 in front and try and catch up to him. Now, one thing I forgot to talk about in my last video was the camera quality, and I do apologize for just the shakiness and the overall bad quality. When it's nighttime, the GoPro doesn't have the best stabilization, and this track is like the bumpiest track in the world. So yeah, I do apologize for that. But we are catching up to cart number 6. I had that cart in the pre-final, so I know it's got really good top end. As for the brakes, we all know what happened there. So the fact that I caught up to cart 6 is telling me that my cart must be pretty good. So I want to pass him as fast as possible, really try and pull away from him, and really establish some gaps in the lead. So going through this left-hander right here, I'm going to send it up the inside. We're up into 1st place. Through this double right-hander, cart 6 is going to look for the retaliation. He's going to have the inside for these next couple of corners, but I'm going to hold it around the outside. And then that's going to give me the inside for this left-hander right here. And so we move up into 1st place, but then Javen comes out of nowhere. He saw us fighting, took full advantage of that, and now he's in 1st place, and we're back down to 2nd place. So Javen's a pretty fast driver, and he also has a pretty decent cart like me. So at this point, I'm going to try and work together with him to just pull away from the people behind, so it's just us two fighting for the lead. But Kart 6 has different plans as he sends it up the inside, and now we drop down into 3rd place. This is just going to cause Javen to pull away from us, as 6 is now going defensive against me. I think he kind of realized that I had a better kart than him, and so now he just wants to maintain his position. So we can see how much of a gap Javen has pulled on us just because, we were fighting just the tiniest bit and going defensive. So I don't want that to happen for the rest of this race. So at this point, I want to kind of work together with kart 6. So down the straights, I might push him down the straights just to help him catch up to kart 6. I point forward saying, let's not fight, don't worry about me, look at Javen, I'm not going to try and pass you. But going through this left-hander right here, he's still going to go defensive. So this is going to be a little annoying. It's within his right to go defensive. You can go defensive for an entire race, but it is going to allow Javen to pull away. So going through this double right-hander right here, I'm pushing him, trying to tell him, like, yeah, let's work together. I'm pushing him down the straights, and he shows me his favorite finger right there. Not quite sure why he did that. If anything, I was helping him go a little faster, so obviously he's quite upset with me. But going through that left-hander right there, kart number 6 makes a mistake, and we go up into second place now. And coming out of this left-hander right here, I'm going to tap my helmet and point forward to Javen saying, let's not fight. Let's look at Javen up ahead. Look at the gap he's pulled on us. And behind me, you can't see it, but there's a mass jumble of people. So all this defensive and battling has backed the pack up so much. Going through this left-hander, I probably should have went defensive, but I was hoping that he was going to work together with me. You can see just all these people are coming out of nowhere. These were all the people that kart 6 was holding up, and now we're down in 6th place. We started this lap in 2nd, and now we're back down in 6th. So at this point, I got to reassess the way I'm driving, reassess my strategy, because obviously it's not working. So working together with kart number 6 probably isn't going to happen. So now I just gotta try and be more aggressive and maybe work together with someone else to pass number 6. Also, at this moment, I know that he's not happy with me because he clearly indicated that a couple laps ago. So it's gonna make it that much harder to pass him, because when someone's mad at you, they just will do everything within their power to make sure you don't get by them. So looking back a couple of laps, the way Javen passed us and the way he was able to pull away from us is that we were battling so much that he just took advantage of us and just passed us like we were nothing. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Obviously, we've got a little bit more karts in front of me than we did before, so we're going to have to try and weave our way through before doing that. So going through this left-hander right here, kart 1 just doesn't stop turning left and kind of takes himself out. We're automatically up into 5th place, so if everyone keeps doing that, that's happy news for us. So now we're up behind kart 3, and kart 6 has pulled a little bit of a gap on us, so I don't want him to pull away from us, so I'm going to try and work with kart 3 for just a couple of corners here so we can catch up to kart 6, because like I was saying before, if you just keep fighting with people, then the people in front of you are just going to pull away, and you won't be able to catch up with them. So kart 3 took that left-hander back there a little better than me. But now he's right behind kart 6, and we're together right behind kart 6. So now we're kind of within striking range, and hopefully we can get some moves done on him. So going through this left-hander up here, I don't think this was his best corner because he went a little wide there. Kart 3 is going to look for the inside. Kart 6 kind of pushed him off wide there. I kind of take a shortcut there. I didn't think I was going to make the corner without any contact. So I go up into 4th place. Maybe I should have conceded the position as soon as I passed him, but I was kind of frustrated already during this race, and I didn't get penalized for it either. So all is fair in love and war. But now we're behind kart 6. Again, he's going defensive here, which is just going to slow us down. And going through this double right-hander right here, we're going to see someone else. That is Jeremy. He was in one of my other videos before. He's a pretty fast driver. I point him through. I don't want to fight with him. But going through this left-hander right here, kart 6 is going to make the worst mistakes so far. And now we've passed him. We don't have to worry about him anymore. And it's just Jeremy and I now, because the people behind were so jumbled up. They started battling so much. And now there's a bit of a gap behind us. So it took us 11 laps, but we're finally past number 6 now. We've got Jeremy in front of us. We're on lap 11, Usually at this point in time, I would try and go for moves because we only have a couple more laps left. But they don't tell you if you're on the second to last lap. They only show white flag and checkered flag. So at this point, I had no idea what lap we were on. And I was just going to try and work together with Jeremy, maybe catch up to the guy in second because he is only a couple corners in front of us, and maybe we can catch up to him if we work together. But definitely try and pull away from the people behind because we don't want to get caught up in that jumble anymore. So coming out of these last couple of corners here, I will see the white flag, and I will know that it is one lap to go, and I'll start to go on the offensive. So going down the straight here, Jeremy's going to look behind him. He sees me, so I'm going to try and send it up the inside. I give him plenty of room. He gives me plenty of room, so good racing there. Going to this left-hander right here, he doesn't go defensive, and so I just send it up the inside. We're up into third place now. He tries to look for the old switcheroo on me, but I go defensive through this left-hander, and then through this double right-hander, I go defensive yet again, just trying to make sure he doesn't have room to pass me. Through this next couple of right-handers, you can't really pass people through there. Through this left-hander right here, here's another good opportunity to pass someone. I go slightly defensive, hold a more narrower line, and then through the rest of the track, I'm just going to go a little narrower than normal, try to just make sure he's not going for any sensational dive bombs, and we're going to finish the race in third place. So overall, a bit of a frustrating race, but we finished in third place, so not that bad in the end. I thought for sure at the end I might have gotten a penalty, especially for cutting the track, but I didn't. In hindsight, I kind of regret doing that, but didn't get a penalty, so no harm, no foul. Also, shout out to Javen for winning the race. He rode off into the sun. We didn't see him again for the rest of the race, so congratulations, Javen. But that's all I'm going to have for today. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, please do comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.